you're a leader, heck, if you're a human, conflict is unavoidable. And conflict is necessary in a business in order to grow, in order to change, right? And what I found though is that conflict happens on a spectrum. That we find there's a conflict ladder. There's steps to it. It's not just I'm out of conflict and I'm all in conflict. So I want to walk you through. We have a three-step process for conflict. We have a three-step conflict ladder. And so the mindset that we should be in the whole time is curiosity. I think if we can lead with curiosity throughout this entire process, it more often leads to greater success through conflict. If our mindset is always, I want to be curious, I want to find out, not convicting or not assuming, I think that's going to lead to greater success, right? So we want to have this idea, this mindset of curiosity, but there's a step process to conflict. So first, I want you to think about friendship, right? If you notice something in someone, they didn't show up to a meeting or they did something that you didn't expect, first lead with friendship. First lead with, hey, is everything okay? Right? If they didn't do what you expected, then likely, there could be something wrong, right? And if you're thinking as a friend, if someone doesn't show up to a party, you were expecting them to be there, you should lead with, hey, is everything okay? Why did you not come, right? So you're going to lead as a friend, right? Come as a friend and say, is everything okay? That's your first step, friendship. Now, if you notice a pattern, you notice that things are happening over and over again, that next step of the conflict ladder is pattern. There's still a conversation that needs to happen again, but now it's, hey, I'm noticing a pattern of this. Is everything okay? There's still curiosity. You're asking why, but you're making suggestions. You're saying, I wonder if we can change this, right? So you're still curious, but you're noticing a pattern. Generally for me, there's a rule of three. If I notice something 3 different times, I'm going to come to them with the pattern conversation. I'm noticing this pattern. I'm still leading with curiosity. Why is it happening, right? And then what do you think could be a good solution to this, right? But third is conflict, right? If I've led as a friend and then I've noticed a pattern and we've had a conversation about it and it still continues, then we need to have a conflict conversation. Conflict doesn't need to be a bad thing. It doesn't need to be rude. I'm still leading into conflict with curiosity, but I'm going to say, I am noticing this. Now my curiosity might be, I'm curious if you're a good fit for the organization. Still not convicting them as a bad person, but I'm coming to them and saying, these are our organization's standards, and I'm noticing that you're still not hitting them. Are we a good fit or not? If we are, then I need you to do these things. And if we're not, it's okay to opt out. But we're still leading with curiosity. But at the third step, this conflict conversation is, I wonder if we're a good fit. I'm curious if we're a good fit. If we're a good fit, it needs to look like this, right? And then you're making an agreement about how things need to change. If they can't make that agreement, then they can leave, right? If they can make that agreement, then great, you're going to watch and see if they hit those expectations. But overall, I think if we lead into conflict with curiosity, we're going to have greater success. And if we think about conflict on a ladder, friendship, pattern, and then conflict, will likely lead to greater success. I know recently a lot of my conflicts, a lot of my hard conversations get solved at the friendship or the pattern level before I even have to have that conflict conversation, right? So encourage you to try that out in your conversations and see what happens.